Welcome back to I've Got Something to Tell You with Tayler and
Colleen.
Bonus episode 14.
14.
And we're coming with some short stories, some from Reddit and some from the tops of our noggin. And yeah, should we just get right into it?
Let's get into it.
Okay. So my first story was pulled from Reddit, obviously. My house growing up was built in the 1920s. While I think of several things that can be explained by other things such as sleep paralysis, childlike imagination, creaky pipes, and bad wiring, there are some things that have left me and my family members unsettled. I generally think most hauntings can be explained by natural phenomena, and I'm happy to think this could be the case too. From the moment we moved to the house, I was 6 years old. I absolutely hated my closet, which, relatable. I hated my closet too.
Yeah.
I would cry if my parents didn't close it at night. This fear never went away, even when I was a teenager. I always had to have it closed or covered up. I can't explain exactly how genuinely terrifying this feeling was, but I always felt watched. My whole family was creeped out by that closet too, and generally just avoided it. The upstairs was small and had a landing surrounded by our 3 bedrooms and the bathroom. I would wake up with this oddly unsettled feeling and walk to the landing and stare down into the darkness of the stairs, which was odd as normally if I had to go to the bathroom, I would sprint there and back. A few times I would find my brother already standing there but looking up at our attic door instead.
What?
And I'd have a heart attack.
Oh my God.
Same, I would too.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like they were like in a trance or
Yeah.
something. The weirdest for me was the several times someone in my family heard a voice that sounded like one of us, but we weren't there. There was at least 2 times my dad came into the room annoyed at me for waking him up when I was deep asleep and completely tangled in my bed sheets. He told me that I tapped him hard on the shoulder and very, very clearly told him to get up and that I needed help, but when he opened his eyes, I wasn't there and he had to search for me. Creepy.
Yeah.
My brother told me about the times he heard me talking in a room, but when he checked, I wasn't even upstairs. It gives me chills to think about it. There were also times I clearly heard the door open and my mom would come home and call my brother and I, but when we got downstairs, no one was home. It would be really odd, and we both definitely heard it, even with headphones in. Sometimes we'd leave the house because we were so freaked out by it. I would too. There's other stories of things going completely missing and us finding them in weird places months later, but I've always just put that down as forgetting where we put it or our cats hiding things, because
I mean, it seems like a jump.
I know. It sounds like they really want it to be nothing. It's like they tell us all this
Yeah.
scary stuff and they're like, but it could just be this. Okay,
Yeah.
Does your cat have like fingers?
Yeah. Does it have a thumb?
The cat's like, why are you blaming me,
Yeah.
man? Some of my friends refused to come over after sleeping the night, but they wouldn't tell me anything other than the place just really creeped them out.
I mean,
Yeah. And that's the end of that story.
creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, mine's not creepy. I was just curious if you ever heard about this. It's old, but bringing it back up. Did you ever hear about the Wayfair conspiracy?
That sounds familiar.
Where somebody brought this up on Twitter or something, but that they thought that Wayfair was sex trafficking children because all of a sudden on the website there were furniture basically, but it would be a trunk.
Oh, wait, yeah.
It would be $20,000 or something insane, but they would all be named after kids.
Yeah.
It's not true, but
I remember hearing about it, but I didn't really know anything else.
yeah, apparently this randomly came up on my TikTok thread. I don't know how, because I think it's from 2020, but all the cabinets were listed with girls' names, prompting followers to allege that the pieces of furniture actually had children hidden in them as part of a sex trafficking ring.
How would that even work?
Yeah. Wayfair apparently came out. Hold on. So Wayfair says that it acknowledged the high prices listed may have led to confusion, but says that the particular cabinets are large industrial size items meant for business or commercial use, which is why they're so expensive. We have temporarily removed the products from our site to rename them and to provide more in-depth description and photos that accurately depict the product to clarify the price point.
Whoever was on that marketing team was like,
Yeah.
shit.
Well, and it's like, I don't know. Do you ever well, I know I shop on like Just Fab and stuff like that. And like a lot of them, it'll be like the Sophie shoe or whatever. I don't think like it's coming with a kid.
Yeah. Because that could be like a grown-ass adult's name,
Exactly.
too. They're like, they're hiding kids in the furniture. Oh, no.
The kid is actually going to walk the shoes to your door. But yeah, that was just a funny one that, again, came back. I had forgotten about it, and it came back up on my feed, and I was like, we need to bring this back up.
Well, I'm glad you covered it, because I never knew what happened with that. So I was curious.
It was just a nut job who was tweeting.
A conspiracy theorist?
Oh, wait, hold on. There's a new theory.
Oh.
Now they're saying the SKU numbers. You know what a SKU is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't know until like my last job when I had to do like sorry. So now another nut job thinks that the SKU numbers of specific Wayfair products are associated with a Russian search engine that connects the SKU number to young women that you can buy online.
Oh, my God.
What is
It's like, how do you even, like, come up with that? You know what I mean?
Insane. What do they have against Wayfair? Because this is against Wayfair, too.
Wayfair's like, stop.
Leave us alone. We're just trying to sell furniture.
Enough already.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of like their furniture, so yeah, can they stop?
Aim. I like their commercials with all the people in them. Have you seen them?
All the people in them.
Yeah, they got like Nicole Byer and
Oh, really?
yeah, I think Kelly Clarkson's in it.
You know what? I feel like I haven't watched anything with commercials in a long time.
Oh, okay. Well, I think the Wayfair commercials are cute. I
Okay.
can appreciate a good commercial.
I do too. Okay. So I got one more story. My dad's great aunt died when I was 11 years old, and we inherited 100+ years worth of random family treasures and mementos. And a ghost.
I was going to say those are haunted.
For sure. She was friendly and told me to call her Auntie. Her portrait was hung in the hallway along with the other creepy old portraits. But she asked me if I would find the younger portrait of her and display it somewhere instead. I know. I told my dad about her and he humored me because I was an eccentric kid and it was just easier that way, he says. We looked through a few of the boxes and we did not find Auntie's photo. I was disappointed, but I chose another photo of her and placed it outside my bedroom door. For a year.
No.
I know. I'm like, okay, we don't know if that's Auntie.
Yeah.
Okay. It starts with the photo, then it's going to start asking to do other stuff.
Exactly.
For years, I thought I was just crazy. I mostly forgot about Auntie unless I was visiting my parents. A few years ago, I was visiting for Christmas, and I was compelled to go up into the attic for the portraits. I was hearing a voice in the back of my head, and it was very serious. It said, "Go get the portraits out of the attic and take them home with you. Take as many as you can carry and bring the rest down from the attic. Do it today. Do it now."
No.
And of course, they did it. I did not have room in my apartment for that many photos, but I felt as though I was literally being pulled towards them. I do enjoy history, so I used that as an excuse to take as many home as I could. Okay. It took a long time to sort through so many antique photos and albums, but when I reached the bottom of one of the boxes, there was Aunt Jane's portrait. I knew before I even read it that it was her. Like, they just recognized her. Mm-hmm. This freaked me out so much that I could barely cope. And that wasn't all. The following summer, a tornado hit my parents' house. It picked up the roof off the attic. It was entirely destroyed. If the photos were still up there, they're basically saying, like, they would have been gone. So they think that Auntie was being like, fuck the house, save my photos.
I don't like it's creepy. I don't like that.
Take the photos, take them now. I'd be like, don't boss me around.
Yeah, don't
Auntie.
tell me what to do. All right. I've got one more story for you.
Cool.
And so this is May 12th, 2003. And these three things may seem disconnected, but I'm going to tell you how they were connected.
Okay.
So on May 12th, 2003, Los Angeles Dodgers played the Atlanta Braves. Curb Your Enthusiasm filmed the episode The Carpool Lane, and a young woman named Martha Puebla was tragically murdered. Martha was murdered in Sun Valley, California, and in the week before her death, she had testified against Juan Catalan's brother, Mario Catalan, in a murder case involving gang violence. Thus, Juan Catalan seemingly had a motive for killing Puebla, and he was arrested for her murder several weeks later. However, Catalan was at a Dodgers game when the crime took place. He attended the game with his 6-year-old daughter, his cousin, and his friend, Ruben. They watched the Dodgers lose against the Braves 11-4 and left the game. Catalan stopped to buy baseball cards for his daughter, called his girlfriend, drove his cousin home, and went home himself. This is what he told the police upon his arrest, and maintained his innocence throughout the whole ordeal. Catalan even presented the Dodgers tickets as evidence of his alibi. However, the tickets themselves aren't necessarily proof, as Catalan could have simply purchased them and not gone to the game. What's more is, according to Catalan's lawyer, Todd Melnick, they were up against prosecutor Beth Silverman in the case of Puebla's death, and she had a 100% conviction rate and was determined Catalan not compromise that win rate. So he is without a solid alibi and facing the death penalty. So then he remembers that at the game, someone in his section at the stadium mentioned that Super Dave Osborne, aka the late Bob Einstein, who played Larry Funkhauser on Curb Your Enthusiasm, was at the game. Mm-hmm. Melnick, the lawyer, immediately contacted the Dodgers Media Relations Department for more information about who was filming on May 2003. In May 2003. The department informed Melnick that the production company was HBO. From there, Melnick had a meeting with Larry David at Curb Your Enthusiasm's producers and Curb Your Enthusiasm's producers to get footage from the day that they filmed at the Dodger Stadium. Sure enough, Catalan was on camera with his daughter at the snack stand. So between Curb Your Enthusiasm footage and Catalan's cell phone pinging at a tower near Dodger Stadium at 10:12 p.m., 31 minutes before Puebla's murder, which they tried to say he had time to get from there to kill her, it was enough to get the charges dropped. So he got off, not got off the death penalty. He was innocent and was going to get the death penalty if they didn't have footage of him from Curb Your Enthusiasm just happening.
I saw this story.
Yeah.
And it was crazy.
It's nuts.
That's so scary, though.
So scary.
Literally, he was about to, die for a crime he didn't even commit.
He didn't commit. And he's trying to be listen, my daughter was there, my cousin was there, everybody was there, but they were just
yeah, you're the guy.
Yeah. They just weren't listening to it. Mm-mm. So,
that story was wild.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
Thanks.
So that wraps up our bonus episode today. And if you have any scary stories or any stories you want to send us, you can send it to
igsttystories@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
And
or you can send it to our now I'm messing up. Our social media at
igsttypod.
Mm-hmm.
And we're on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube.
Yes. Okay, thanks for listening.
Later.